Morning in the village begins with soft sunlight cascading over a small Korean house nestled among trees. Smoke curls gently from the chimney, signaling warmth and comfort inside, as a grandmother awakens early, greeted by the calm and fresh air. As the day unfolds, a narrow dirt path winds away from the house, lined with vibrant wildflowers, while birds chirp above. In the distance, children play and laugh, their joyous sounds mixing with the tranquility of the morning. The grandmother sets a table outside filled with traditional Korean breakfast dishes, the warm sunlight enhancing the colors of the rice kimchi and fresh vegetables. A steaming bowl of rice takes center stage, surrounded by vibrant side dishes as dewdrops sparkle on the nearby grass. In the garden, an elderly man is diligently tending to his vegetable patch, carefully pulling weeds under the warm embrace of the rising sun. The scene expands to reveal the entire village where farmers work in the fields, all set against a backdrop of majestic mountains, glowing in the golden light of morning. Tiny footsteps run across the floor. A little girl enters the kitchen, rubbing her sleepy eyes. "Halmione," she whispers. The grandmother smiles and pulls her close. As the little girl snuggles into her grandmother's embrace, she feels the warmth of love enveloping her. A delicious breakfast waits on the table, promising a beautiful day ahead. Seated at the breakfast table, the grandmother and the little girl share laughter and stories, the air filled with joy and warmth. A plate of fluffy pancakes glistens with syrup, perfect for a delightful morning. With excitement in her eyes, the little girl reaches for a slice of fruit, her enthusiasm palpable as the grandmother watches proudly. Beyond the kitchen window, a colorful garden flourishes, adding charm to their serene morning. The grandmother lovingly places a pancake on the little girl's plate, their cheerful chatter blending seamlessly with the morning ambiance. In the sunlit kitchen, their bond radiates warmth, making the space feel alive with joy. As the little girl takes a big bite of her pancake, pure delight fills her face, crumbs dusting her cheeks in a playful manner. The grandmother laughs heartily, her eyes sparkling with joy, cherishing the simple yet precious moment. The grandmother ties her apron as the little girl climbs onto a wooden stool, making the kitchen feel like a sanctuary of flavors. Bowls, vegetables, and rice are meticulously arranged on the table, creating an ambiance that feels slow and peaceful. With a warm smile, the grandmother gently guides the little girl as she reaches for a bright orange carrot, fostering a bond over cooking. The kitchen is bathed in sunlight, showcasing a beautiful array of vibrant ingredients that await their culinary transformation. As the grandmother demonstrates how to chop vegetables with a small knife, the little girl watches with wide, curious eyes, eager to learn. A large bowl filled with colorful chopped vegetables sits on the table, surrounded by rice and herbs, symbolizing the excitement and anticipation of their cooking adventure. Together, the grandmother and the little girl mix ingredients in a large bowl, their joyful laughter echoing through the kitchen as they share this special moment. A bubbling pot on the stove releases gentle steam, hinting at the delightful aroma of the dish they are lovingly preparing. The stove crackles, soup begins to bubble. The grandmother chops vegetables carefully. The little girl stirs the pot with both hands, very serious. "Good job," the grandmother says. The aroma of the soup fills the air, wrapping around them like a comforting blanket. The little girl beams with pride as she realizes she is learning the family recipe. Together they add spices, laughter echoing in the kitchen, blending love with each ingredient. As the soup simmers, the grandmother shares tales of her own childhood, weaving memories into the flavors. The little girl's imagination runs wild, picturing the gatherings as she stirs the pot, every swirl connecting the generations. The moment arrives when they are ready to taste their creation. With a ladle in hand, the grandmother serves the soup into bowls, and the little girl watches eagerly, her heart fluttering with excitement. As they sit down to enjoy their meal, the little girl exclaims, "It's the best soup ever!" The grandmother chuckles, knowing that it's not just the ingredients, but the love they poured into it that makes it special. As steam fills the kitchen, the grandmother talks about her childhood, about cooking with her own grandmother long ago. "Food carries love," she says. The little girl listens, eyes wide. With a warm smile, the grandmother shares tales of her youth, describing the joy of baking and how each recipe is sprinkled with memories. The little girl, captivated by the stories, eagerly reaches for a cookie, cherishing every moment spent with her beloved grandmother. As the grandmother animatedly recounts a humorous anecdote from her childhood, The kitchen resonates with laughter. The little girl with sparkling eyes and a big smile finds comfort and joy in each cherished moment shared with her grandmother. Shifting to a more serious tone, the grandmother imparts a lesson about resilience and the importance of facing challenges head-on. The little girl listens intently, her previous laughter giving way to deep contemplation as she absorbs the profound wisdom shared by her beloved grandmother. With a gentle touch, the grandmother takes the little girl's hand, forging a bond that transcends generations while sharing her wisdom. The little girl smiles softly, the warmth of the moment, affirming her commitment to embrace and cherish the lessons learned from her grandmother. In a quaint kitchen filled with the aroma of home-cooked meals, a young girl freezes in surprise as she accidentally spills soup all over the table. Her grandmother chuckles softly, reassuring her as she begins to clean up the mess, saying that mistakes are just part of the cooking experience. The laughter shared between them echoes, reminding us that joy often arises from little mishaps. With a newfound sense of confidence, the girl joins her grandmother in cleaning up their laughter, filling the kitchen as they bond over this small mishap. The grandmother stirs a pot on the stove, the rich aroma enveloping the room, symbolizing the love and lessons shared in their cooking adventures. Embracing the moment, the girl dons a cheerful apron, eager to dive into their next culinary creation alongside her grandmother. The kitchen counter showcases a vibrant array of fresh vegetables and spices, setting the stage for more laughter and learning as they embark on this delightful cooking journey together. Together, they rhythmically chop vegetables, the girl's concentration evident as she masters each cut, laughter punctuating their teamwork. On the stove, a pot bubbles with a vibrant soup, filling the kitchen with enticing aromas, hinting at the delicious meal that lies ahead and the memories being crafted in the process. The food is ready. Small dishes fill the table. Rice is warm. Soup smells rich and comforting. They sit side by side. With laughter in the air, they serve each other generous portions, enjoying the flavors that remind them of home. As they raise their glasses for a toast, the warmth of friendship fills the room, making the meal even more delightful. In a playful exchange, they take turns savoring the meal, turning every bite into a shared experience filled with laughter and lightheartedness. With every mouthful, they immerse themselves in the flavors, cherishing the simple joy of a shared meal that brings them closer together. As they finish their meal, stories flow freely, and the warmth of their friendship lingers long after the plates are cleared. The evening unfolds with sweet treats, laughter echoing in the air as they relish every moment while the sun sets, wrapping up a beautiful day. With the dessert shared, they savor the last bites together, feeling grateful for the connections that make every meal memorable. As the evening winds down, they gather their things, reflecting on the wonderful time spent together, hearts full and spirits high. A quiet moment unfolds in a cozy kitchen as the little girl takes a bite of a homemade cookie, her face lighting up with delight while her grandmother sits nearby, feeling a deep sense of pride and peace. In this serene setting, the little girl swings her legs with excitement, enjoying the simple pleasure of her treat, while the grandmother tenderly connects with her, reinforcing their bond amidst a backdrop of warmth and light. Laughter fills the air as the little girl shares her delight, her innocence radiating through the kitchen, while the grandmother's heart swells with joy, surrounded by the unconditional love that envelops them both. With a triumphant smile, the little girl presents her half-eaten cookie to her grandmother, while the elder woman's eyes shine with admiration, creating a serene moment where love speaks louder than words. As the little girl indulges in another bite of the delicious cookie, her happiness fills the room, while the grandmother's gentle gesture highlights the deep bond they share, capturing this beautiful moment of connection. The sun begins to set. The kitchen is quiet again. The grandmother looks at the little girl and knows, one day this child will remember these moments forever. As the rich scent of homemade soup wafts through the air, memories of laughter and stories shared around the table begin to unfold. In that serene moment, they share stories, tales from the past intertwining with dreams of the future, creating an unbreakable bond. Through the window, nature whispers its secrets, enchanting the little girl as she gazes outside, unaware of the memories she is crafting in this tranquil space. In that fleeting moment, a shared curiosity ignites between them, where every flutter of wings etches an indelible mark on the girl's heart. With each kind word whispered, the grandmother plants seeds of love and knowledge, knowing these moments will blossom in the little girl's heart for years to come. Turning the pages of history, they explore a treasure trove of memories, each image sparking stories that weave their family history into the fabric of the little girl's life.